Be live. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Simeon Henderson Show, where we are giving a voice to the people. I am excited. I am ready to get into this day. We got a great show lined up for you guys today. My guest, she is very electric. She is beautiful, and she is a super cool person, and she is a good friend of mine. And we're going to get this show started. So I know it's a lot going on in the world, a lot of things happening, but this is a time where you guys can take a seat, you can sit back, and you can get some good information, and you can have some fun while doing it. So without further ado, let's get the Simeon Henderson Show cracking right now.
Ain't no stopping now, it ain't no stopping now. Ain't no stopping now, there ain't no stopping now. Ain't no stopping now, it ain't no stopping now. Ain't no stopping now, it ain't no stopping now. This what you wanted, cause ain't no turning back. This what you wanted, cause ain't no turning back.
All right, everybody, welcome. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. I am super happy and excited to have our guest on today. I am pleased to welcome the multi-talented, she's a comedian, she's a radio personality, she's an entrepreneur. Miss Sharelle is also a proud mother and a tax professional. She does a whole lot of different things. She has spent the last decade of her life, of her career, she's been performing. She's been global. She's gone nationwide. She's gone from the United States to Okinawa, Japan. She's been everywhere, and she focuses on influencing and motivating youth and inspiring single mothers. Without further ado, I want you guys to please welcome to the Simeon Henderson Show, the one and the only Miss Sharelle. Is she on there?
I'm excited and
it's not.
Great. You look
Hold on,
great.
Sharelle. I'm bringing you in. There she go. Hold on. What's going on, young lady? How you feeling?
I feel amazing.
How you doing?
I couldn't complain if I wanted to. This has been like the best, worst year ever for me. So I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still well. I look good. I feel great. And things is going great. Things is going great.
Well, you look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
So do you. So do you. That melanin is popping, bro.
you
got your privilege hair. You got your privilege hair popping too.
It's coming back. You changed your color, your hair color.
Okay. So, I can go put it on right now if you want me to. It's very hot here. Today was like 106. And, I just like had some errands to do. So I didn't feel like, sweating. I've already lost a couple of pounds, sweating. That's a lot of hair to wear. I know it's beautiful. I love it. But man, I only really need it when I'm in Chicago, when I need to keep myself warm.
Okay.
That's the only time I need that big hair, because Chicago weather, winter weather, do not play. It's very disrespectful. So that's the only time I need to bring her with me.
So I already see where this is going. We're about to have a good time. So I want to get right into it. So here we go. You've done a plethora of things, and you're multi-talented. But I'm going to take, for this 30 minutes, I'm going to take the people on a journey throughout your career and who you are and the different things you do. Okay? So first of all, I'm going to start off with this. So I want you to tell us how exciting it's been for you performing in front of audiences since 2010. You've been doing it for a decade now.
Yeah, man, I didn't really appreciate it until I moved to LA because, man, it prepared me for being here. And I love doing stand-up. I love it's holistically, you know, healing people. We're underpaid doctors, healing people with laughter. So, but I really didn't appreciate it until I moved here, because now when I go back, it seemed like my people love me even more. And when I'm here, at least Chicago raised me and built me. And when you have to really have tough skin being here amongst everybody else and a lot of greats here. So by me coming from Chicago, and you know, Chicago bred some of the best, that we actually have here in LA. But man, I say Chicago set me up for this move here, where I can say I appreciate it more being here, because if I don't think if I'm bred here, it would have been a little different. But coming from Chicago, if you can survive Chicago, you can go anywhere and make it.
Say that. That is
absolutely.
And so here we go. Staying in that vein right there. When you talk about from Chicago, you went from Chicago to LA. I know what that's like, because I had moved to LA from Chicago. And it's so funny. Why is it that, and this is a two-part question. The first part is, were you nervous were you just nervous, or were you just nervously excited when you decided that you were going to take that jump and move to LA? And then the second part of that question is, why does it seem like people respect you more once you make that move? Because I know when I came home, they say, "Oh, Simeon, he's from LA. He's from LA and Chicago." I said, "No, I'm from Chicago. I went to LA."
Okay, you just asked me so many questions like I never smoked marijuana before. Okay, so to answer your first question, I remember, I was more so excited. Nervous? No, I didn't get nervous until I actually got here and settled in and thought I knew a lot, you know, and I knew a lot of people. And when I got here, you pretty much like, you're on your own, you know, I mean, it's always like in Chicago, it's clicked up, but you know, it's like a new start here. So it didn't dawn on me that I'm actually starting fresh until I got here. But when the move was, man, it was exciting for me, like, hell yeah. And then when I got here, when I tell you it's so different, Simeon, I'm seeing like nothing but luxury, you know, nice cars. You know, in Chicago, you see a Lamborghini, you be like, "Oh, look at the Lamborghini." You know what I'm saying? You see a Ferrari, but that's all you're seeing on the 405, you know, like the 101. You seeing nothing but fancy cars, you know, high-end living, you know, fresh flowers on my balcony every day, all year round. Mountains, I'm looking at which mountain can I move, because I know I can move one of the mountains. So I'm just, you know, like I said, it was exciting for me. And then when I got settled in, that's when I became nervous.
Okay. So let's go back a little bit. So we're gonna go through some of the things that you do, but I'm gonna start off with comedy, because that's where I first met you at. So let me ask you this: when you decided to be a comedian, and you decided to step into that world of comedy, what motivated you to want to do that? What was your motivation? Fifth grade, and being at family functions. You know, my father, my uncles, my family, just, you know, natural born funny comedians. Okay. Fifth grade for me,
when I just like, man, I was making friends because I was funny. I would just do things that, you know, like just naturally. And I got my ass whooped in grammar school a lot, just being naturally funny. But what did it for me that said I wanted to hit the stage was going and being at my first comedy club, Riddles, when it was on 159th, and D. Ray Davis was the host. And I saw so many people getting up there, and D. Ray Davis, cool dude, very humble. And I just like, I want to get up on the stage. And, you know, and from there, you know, he let me go up, 8 o'clock show. And he said, you do good on the 8 o'clock show, first time being on the show. He said, I'll let you up on the 10 o'clock show. I did really good at 8 o'clock show, bombed on the 10 o'clock show. And he just was like, hey, it's all good. This is what you're going to experience. But I didn't stop from there. I still I love entertaining people. I love making people laugh because I do understand the science of it. It is holistically healing people. We just underpaid doctors.
Definitely. So we're going to take a quick break. I have a few more questions for you and a couple more things I want to talk to you about, but we're going to take a quick break because, you know, we got to pay the bills.
Bring them on in here then. I'm ready. Bring them in here. Just don't ask me what I'm doing with a shirt on and some boxers because I don't even have to get dressed from the top up.
So everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show where we're giving a voice to the people. I want to give a big shout out to my executive producer, Jamani Anamdi, my producer, Jose Perez, and my creative producer and director, Shelton Smith, and my producer and director, Darren DeShazer. You're watching the Simeon Henderson Show where we're giving a voice to the people. I'm here with the multi-talented Miss Sharelle Pierce. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. Hey guys, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show where we're giving a voice to the people. I don't know about you, but my credit was jacked up, Miss Sharelle, and I got with my people over at Recon Credit Repair, and they have been hooking me up. My credit score has jumped points. I'm talking about I'm in the 700s now, and you know that's almost unheard of from a black man from the west side of Chicago.
You know what, Simeon? I'm shocked that you just in the 700. I always knew that your credit score was at least in the 800. You didn't hit the 900 mark.
Oh, at one point it was.
The way you carry your posture, baby. Listen, you make it seem like you already got that under control. But I understand that it happens to the best of us where we can't maintain that credit score that we desire to get us all the things that we want, our goals and dreams. But that's I'm learning a lot about credit restoration and financial literacy. Thanks to one of my great friends who I've known over 15 years, mentor now and business partner, executive sales director, Knowledge Beckham. And he's very well respected from Chicago. So you're familiar with Knowledge. And I started this program with him and joined the organizations because I knew that I couldn't keep watching from the sideline all the great things that Knowledge was doing for everybody. You know, a lot of people, and even on his team, over 300 people on his team, what he has done for entertainers, one being Lil Rel Howery. I mean, and now he's helping people with learning about financial literacy, helping people get their credit score. And I'm one of the people because, like, you know, when I reached out to Knowledge, I reached out to Knowledge actually to tell him I need to borrow $50,000 because I knew he had it, you know, like, come on, look at the brother, you know. So I said, you know, I need to borrow $50,000. He chuckled a little bit. And he said, I don't have 50,000 to, you know, just give away, Miss Sharelle, but I do have something that can position you so that you can have 50,000 and you're never asked to borrow 50,000 ever again, especially not for me. So that's what he did. And the reason why I did, you know, reach out to him, one, because when I moved here, September the 1st will be a year since I've been living in LA.
I remember when you left.
During the pandemic, my credit score, man, took a toll downhill. It started drowning. And my car got repoed. And I just, 11 shows of mine were canceled. And, you know, everything, you know, that I was still making money. I just take a special couple of things, but we hadn't been paid out or anything yet. And we were still negotiating a lot of other things. But when I joined up, my credit score was at a low 441, and I was kind of shocked because I didn't think a credit score would get that low. I thought, okay, maybe 500, but not a whopping 441. You know, so I was just like, you know, okay, it is what it is. That was April the 7th is when I joined the program, and I mailed my dispute letters up because I was traveling at that time. People don't know that I was still traveling during the pandemic, during COVID, twice a week, because I was still seeing my children, my mom, you know, in Chicago, and then, you know, other places. And so my credit score was a 441. I had the repo on there and some other things going on. I had 26K in debt, over 26K in debt, student loans, all that. And I knew how to dispute things and remove stuff off my credit, but it was time consuming, something that I would just, you know, how you just not into it. Like, people can actually do their taxes, but they'll pay you because that's not their thing. So it was just time consuming, and I just wanted a way out. And this program gave me that way out. I mailed my dispute letters off the end of the month. The first response I got from the credit bureaus, I received Experian, my repo was removed, and I was like, wow, okay. So the second dispute letters went out. I'm telling you, I had 11 negative items on my credit report. I was over 26K in debt. I had late payment history with a Capital One account that I had for 7 years, and student loans and a repo. When I tell you, just last week, Friday, I received 44 points. Sunday, getting off the plane, coming back from Chicago, another 56 points. So far, my credit score, I've received 186 points. Now I only have 5 negative items on my credit report, and I'm only 10K in debt. So I just want to share share the worth, I'm putting a situation, giving an opportunity to share with other people. Being an agent, and I've been promoted 4 times in this business, but being an agent, the money is good, but to get this information out to my people, to put my children in a better place, because my children's still young. And I just imagine if, I was given this type of information when I was growing up, most of us weren't taught financial literacy. I know I wasn't growing up, and I didn't know how to really teach it to my children. And it was just like, okay, my parents didn't know, they didn't have it where they had it at hands to teach us. My dad got excellent credit, but ask him, can you get on one of his trade lines? He gonna tell you, hell no. He gonna say, you're not sending me to jail. He think it's illegal, So I was able to learn how to put my son on my trade lines and help him get his credit started before he turned 18. So, you know, man, I'm just going up and up the chart thanks to people around me. And I am a firm believer. Your network determines your net worth. You know what I'm saying? That's one beautiful thing that I really, really love. I've learned and I understand more than ever moving here is I have had some great people in my life. Rodney Perry, another business partner of mine, you know, wishing him well too. I know he just had come over an illness, but man, another business partner of mine, Shondell, you know, with Raw Radio, another brother who's been man, since I've known Shondell about 11 years now, had my back, still have my back. Since I've moved here, another person, Blair Christian, man, I love her. Just Nishiva came through. Just to name a few, you know, who's been really having my back, my childhood friends, some of my family members, and, you know, my children, most definitely. So I'm blessed. I am blessed. Like I said, I don't have no complaints. 2020 came in and showed, man, 2020 showed its ass, you know, in a good, worse, good way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's actually putting a lot of people, it's making a lot of people uncomfortable for a reason. And that's good. Cause I was one of those, you know, to be uncomfortable. And then, you know, being comfortable is not good enough for me because I realized that if you're comfortable, you're not, you know, leveling up. You know what I'm saying? Right. You got to get uncomfortable in order to reach your highest peak, your highest point. And when people say sky's the limit, no, I'm a firm believer. Sky is not the limit. I'm exploring the goddamn galaxy. Okay. I'm through the galaxy. All right. I'm on fifth dimension. All right. You know, I know I know sky is not the limit because I feel it. I really feel it.
I feel you. And I feel you. And that's the cool thing. And see, that's the problem, Ms. Sharelle. A lot of us had that problem is that we just didn't have the knowledge. And that's the thing. You have to have the knowledge in order to prosper. And when you don't know about credit and how your credit can be affected, you know, when you went to college and you got that first credit card, you was like, oh my God, I got a credit card. And you just use it. But you didn't know how to minimize, but all you did was maximize the use of it. And you didn't know how to go about it. And that's what I had to learn. I had to learn and get financially literate in order to prosper and grow. And that's listening to what you're saying. I'm so glad that you got with knowledge and you got the knowledge that you needed.
Yes.
And now you can move forward. And when you talk about, that's one facet of what you do. So you told us a lot about the financial things that you do. Let's go over here let's talk about your passion with the youth. You have a passion in working with the youth and with and single mothers. What is that like?
Okay, I'm a part of a couple of non-for-profit organizations. One being She the One, where we work with young teenagers, inspiring them to becoming young women and mature adults. And that's what I'm passionate about because I feel like we don't have enough mentors and enough people to, you know, enough influencers in our lives. Because I remember growing up, you know, the block where, you know, everybody was in your mother's business, you know, everybody, the neighbors, you know, the teachers, everybody. And we just don't see that like we used to. And, you know, like I told you, I got my ass whooped by my teacher a lot. A couple of neighbors whooped my ass, and it was okay then. And you know, we need to bring it back. Actually, we need to start beating these kids' ass. Everybody get a turn. Cut out some of this madness. But you know, working with the youth and mentoring and just sharing with them because things weren't easy for me growing up. You know, I've had my first child at the age of 15. And, you know, man, it was a struggle. It was really a struggle, you know. It's just, you know, my mother just had 2 children, me and my brother, and he really wasn't never around like that. But man, I had to get older to be a part of other groups like non-for-profit groups like Goddess, Goddess Gathering group. We have, not only do we have teenagers in that group, but we help young women and older, matter of fact, older women, because a lot of women my age or younger or older struggle with things. And I'm one of the people I know, because I had to go through therapy, you know, therapy is not a game. It's not funny. It's not a joke. It's not something to be embarrassed about. You know, we have deep rooted issues before life really starts. And everyone should be going through therapy. It's especially at a time like this. And I had to realize that therapy really worked for me, because it helped me realize the people that I was meeting, people that I was calling friends, relationships that I was in, people I come in contact with, just period, that those are a reflection of, you know, who I am. So I found out, can we use profanity on here?
No, try not to.
Okay. I found out that I was a little piece of shit. Okay. I was all the way fucked up, Simeon. Do you hear me? When it took for me to go through therapy to see how jacked up I was. And this is why I am meeting jacked up people, because they are a reflection of me. So you know how they say you don't need a crystal ball to show you your future. All you have to do is look at the company you keep. And I mean, I'm telling you, if this therapist would have allowed me, and most of it was on Zoom because the pandemic had started, but you know, like she like, get your tissue box and roll all over the goddamn floor, because I realized that things were something that I didn't even realize that I had been holding in. And man, I'm telling you, it works. Everybody should be doing therapy and get your life together. A lot of females, bitter women, it's guys out here that's jacked up, you know, and if you just keep complaining about meeting the wrong people and inviting the wrong friends into your circle, it gotta be your ass. So I was just like, okay. And I took it, I was just like, okay, you can get in front of the mirror, you can break you, or you can break the person. And this go around, I choose to break me instead of the mirror. I removed myself. I changed my way of thinking. Now I am preparing myself and molding myself. Well, the Most High and the ancestors are molding me for a better future, molding me as a better mother, sister, friend, wife. Just everything. And the more and more I get better and I start to heal, opportunities come my way. Like, I don't even be expecting it. It just come my way. And I realize you can pray all you want. You can pray fast all you want. But if your actions don't meet your prayers, the universe will not deliver. The universe will not deliver. So I started praying, I started fasting, I started correcting me, and now the universe has to deliver.
So let me ask you this. This is great. You know, this show is giving a voice to the people, and we're hearing your voice. I love it. I love your energy. I love your excitement. I love hearing your story. Let me ask you this. In going through the things you've gone through, and therapy and all of this stuff, how are you going to use that stuff to empower? How are you going to use that to empower single women? How are you going to use your story to empower single mothers that need to hear this, mothers that need to know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not have it all together right away. What can you tell them as far as to get their stuff where they need to go? And we're running out of time, but this is good. What can you give them?
So I was told by my manager back in February, like about 4 months, 5 months into therapy, that I need to start writing a book. And that's what I started writing my book, because one, you can tell people and you can talk forever until you're blue in the face, but it's actually when that person want to decide, hey, I had enough is enough, and let me go ahead and get my stuff together. So now what I try to do is move by actions. You know, like actions speak louder than words. And I try to influence my friends, my family, especially my girls, because I have 3 girls and my son. I try to influence them by my actions, letting them know that it's okay to make mistakes. You know, I try to be honest with them and be open with them, you know, letting them know, hey, I want to be able to tell you, you know, this might not be a good thing, but these lessons, your life lessons are yours, but you can harvest the soul of the individual, but the spirit belongs to them. So I don't try to take away their life lessons. I try to just be there to inspire them, to give them, just give them encouraging words, give them talks, all the talks that my children will tell you, I talk to them until they blow in the face. But in the back of me, I'll be ready to punch them out. But, you know, I just continue to talk to my children, continue to support them. And, you know, and if I have to cut my children off, if they're hurting me, I even let them know that, hey, I love me better, you know, and I love me more. And I'm not going to let you kill me. But if you want me to be there for you, I will be there for you. At first, I didn't think I can do that because these are my children. But no, you have to take care of you first. And if your children their energy is not aligned with yours because they want to do their thing, you know, you have to let them go and do that. And it's okay. And eventually you will hope and pray that you guys come back. So I start with my children first, with being a great influence over them and motivating them and, you know, just being a role model to them. And then, man, I just see that other people come around. I start getting new friends. You know, when people say they don't need new friends, no new friends, that's crazy, because I do believe that new friends can get you to new levels that older friends may not have in reach. So, I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm on a sitcom. I'm doing a couple of projects out here. I've hit some of the main stages out here that some of the greats have, you know, touched the mic on. Man, I'm talking about awesome stages out here. I've done All the Way Black on BET Plus with some comics from some of my great comics and people from Chicago, LA, all over. That's airing on BET Plus. And then I did a sitcom called Third Wheel that I'm looking forward to being able to give the dates on that as well. I'm steady working, I'm steady auditioning, I'm steady helping people and consulting people with their taxes. I've been doing taxes since 2008. And another thing, and then now credit restoration and financial literacy. I'm still snatching wigs, making wigs. I'm still doing makeup. Man, whatever you need, I got it. You know, I still have my clothing, my, you know, I am proof, you know, clothing line. And man, you know, whatever gifts and talents that God give me, I want to be able to say I've used them all when it's time to exit this place, which won't be until 100 years plus.
There it is, everybody. You're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people, and I am always honored and privileged.
One thing, sorry to cut you off. That was rude as hell, but I'm still learning. And also, I just been asked to co-host with Shondell on Raw TV, airing on channel, I think it's Fox. Shondell, don't kill me, I forgot. But he asked me to be his co-host from LA on Raw TV, so I'm excited about that. And he asked me that yesterday, and I was just like, man, let's do it.
That's dope. So we're looking forward to seeing a lot from you, everybody. Miss Sharelle Pierce. You can find her, Miss Sharelle Pierce, on all social media platforms. She is an entertainer, radio personality, actor. She's a financial guru. She is a single mother doing her thing and inspiring those to just live their dreams and walk in their purpose. And we are excited to see what you have coming up. We will have you on the show again. We will be following your career closely. And you are a dear friend of mine as well. So I appreciate it.
You guys, you can follow me on Instagram on MZ_Sharelle1, and on my financial literacy page on I Am Proof #9 on IG, and then on all social media as Miss Sharelle Pierce.
There you
I
have
appreciate you having me on the show, bro.
Oh, please, please. That's nothing. I appreciate you coming on and just sharing your story with us and just giving us insight and enlightening us about who you are, the things you're going through, and the things that you're doing. You're doing big things. You and I talk all the time. I'm super proud of you, and I can't wait to see what's next for you. And you're always welcome on my show. And I can't wait till we do a couple of sitcoms and movies.
Yes.
Because it's coming.
Yes, I'm gonna hold you to that too. I'm gonna hold you to that. If you don't do it, I'm gonna come and smack some perm in your hair.
Have you ever known me not to be a man of my word?
You've been great. You've been great. Yes, you've been great.
Everybody, Miss Sharelle Pierce, thank you so much. I appreciate you. We love you here in Chicago, out there in LA. You have a great night. You're looking good as usual, and we appreciate you. All right, everybody, you're watching the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. Big shout out to my executive producer, Jamani and Amdi, my producer, Jose Perez, my creative director, Sheldon Smith, and my producer, director, Darren DeShazer with Film Barrel Studios. Before we get out of here, I want to try to give you the 5 things that you should know from our very own Chicago fly guy, Shelton Smith. Check out the 5 things that you should know. And it has something to do. We just had a powerful Black woman on the show. And his 5 things has a little something to do about strong women.
I am your Chicago Fly Guy, and I'm coming to you with the Simeon Henderson Show. And these are the 5 things you need to know in celebrity news and entertainment. Number 5, American actor Raymond Allen passed away this week at the age of 91. Raymond is best known for his role as Woodrow in the hit TV comedy series Sanford and Son, and as the ripple-drinking Ned the Wino in the hit TV comedy series Good Times. Rest in peace, American actor Raymond Allen. Number 4, Meghan Markle has decided to break the royal tradition and cast her vote in the November 2020 election. Now, Meghan, are you being a rebel? Meghan is going to carry us all to the polls, and why? Because all of our votes will count. Number 3, Iron Mike Tyson is scheduled to have an exhibition match. Yes, you heard it here first with the Simeon Henderson Show against Roy Jones Jr. Iron Mike is age of 54 and he's in the ring training. Roy, stick and move and cover your ear. Number 2, the cast of Greenleaf concluded their season with a phenomenal finale. All of the family drama, all of the family secrets, and all of the family loose ends have now been tied up. Congratulations to Oprah Winfrey and the OWN Network for producing such a spectacular show. Number 1, American presidential candidate Joe Biden has declared Senator Kamala Harris to be his running mate in the November 2020 election. Senator Harris is a trailblazer because she is the first African American woman to be on a major political party ballot. Kudos to Team Biden. We wish you success. I'm your Chicago Fly Guy, and these have been the 5 things that you need to know. And now, back to the Simeon Henderson Show.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Simeon Henderson Show, where we're giving a voice to the people. Make sure you guys tune in next week. I hope you had a good time listening to Miss Sharelle and what she's been doing and what's been going on with her. And I want you guys to always, always be symbolic, simply your best, because being deeply rooted stimulates growth. And remember, Philippians 4:13. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Walk in your purpose, walk in your dreams, and achieve your goals, and you will win every time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys, and thank you guys so much for tuning to the Simeon Henderson Show. See you next time. Peace.